Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. It'll be Aaron Rodgers under center, who was drafted by the Packers back in 2005 in the first round, now in his 14th year with Green Bay.
Just 7 starts in 2017 due to a collarbone injury. Tried to come back late in the year to rally the Packers into the playoffs. Unfortunately, couldn't get it done. But one of the best competitors at the quarterback position in the NFL. He's lost Jordy Nelson, one of his best weapons, but he knows how to bring other guys along and turn them into valuable contributors.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
False start, offense. Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Kerrigan, the former Purdue Boilermaker, making some noise there.
And do you realize in the last 5 years that only Chandler Jones of Arizona has more sacks in the NFL than Ryan Kerrigan?
Yeah, you don't think of Kerrigan in that light a lot of times.
No, but you should, because he is tough to block. And not only does he get sacks, he creates a lot of forced fumbles as well.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. And before the punt, time is going to run out on this first quarter. 0-0 our score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And now some pointing up front and a flag down. This might just move them back 5.
False start, offense.
Here's J.K. Scott now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. Bringing him out is their new quarterback in 2018. Of course, came over from Kansas City. It's the 14-year veteran Alex Smith.
And despite another terrific season from Alex Smith in Kansas City, he knew, Kansas City knew from the moment Patrick Mahomes was drafted, this day was going to come sooner rather than later. And now he goes to Washington and replaces Kirk Cousins. 2 different quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins a little more of the freewheeling sort. Alex Smith more deliberate, more controlled, but can still throw that dagger pass downfield.
On first down, Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Smith on first down. And this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Smith. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, Smith. And that is incomplete. And Jay Gruden says, let's go for this thing. They're going to try it here on 4th. They snap it to Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick the one that time to knock it away.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Rodgers will try again on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rodgers again now. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Geronimo Allison the target there. And it's second down. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. Rodgers now on third and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot here before break. Smith. His throw incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the gun, here's Smith. He's got a man. Andre Reed complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll hand it down to Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. This one caught by Crowder. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
319.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Now Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away. Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.